Hey y'all, what's good? This your girl Galaxy Queen Star coming live at you. So, first of all, I know I've been out for a while and everything. The first time I got my hair done, I had it longer, but it was just too much weave, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it real, So I kept the color, but I just got my natural length, because it's warming up now. Springtime is here, summertime is coming, and I don't want all that weave in my hair. I'm just keeping it real. So, but thank you guys for the comments, the compliments, and everything. Today, I wanted to talk about the card that's coming up on May 12th, which is what is it called? Born Legacy Supreme 2. It's so much going on. There's the Born Legacy Supreme 2 card coming up and also the Pearly Gate. So that's why it took me a little while to think of it. So this one, Born Legacy Supreme, it starts May 12th. The other one is May 5th. I'll do my predictions on that probably tomorrow. But tonight I wanted to do my predictions on the URL Born Legacy Supreme 2. This is pretty much Vets versus the Sophomores. So I'm happy that they're letting the Sophomores shine, finally letting them get on the main stage. So there's 6 matchups. Hold on, let me get my drink. Yeah, so there's 6 matchups on this card. That'll be Clips versus Av, Suge versus Glue Easy, Cortez versus Rada, Math versus Snake Eyes, X Factor versus Jerry West, and JC versus Gucci Gotti. Now, I really feel like these are really good matchups. I'm pretty excited for it. I may not be able to go to the event, I have to work and everything, but I'm going to buy the pay-per-view and I will recap it, But right now, these are my predictions. So, y'all know how I do. I like to write a bar, so, just to reminisce on the battle rapper, and then I'll let you guys know which one I believe who's going to win the battle. All right, so the first one is Clips versus Ab. Now, Clips had battled Rum Nitty, so I wrote down a bar that I like that he said. He goes, "Once again, this is a reminder. Well, this will lay you out, and this one here is the recliner. Basically, they hook the same. This Future and this Designer." So I thought that was a hot line. He said, because I remember when Designer first came out, and he had a hot song. I thought it was actually Future because their voices just sound so much alike. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, it's so hot. Their voices sound so much alike. Oh, sorry guys. It's just a little hot. Even though it's warming up, they still got the damn heat on, these people. So anyway, so I thought that was a hot bar because I always thought that Designer was Future because they sound so much alike. Now with Ab, I wrote down a bar that he said when he battled None. I like that battle. I went back and I, searched for that battle. He goes, "If y'all think paying for the homie an issue, then I just let the pound get a free boom like Adi. We miss you." So y'all know Adi Boom, the other battle rapper. He was in jail at the time of this battle. So I thought that was a clever bar that he had. So who do I predict is going to win this battle? Now, Clips is a vet. He's been on a winning streak, even though he's on Wild 'N Out. He comes back here and there. He do 2-on-2s. He'll do solo, and he's been doing his thing. And then Av also been doing his thing too. Now, I remember when Av was still in bars. You remember when that video came out? Somebody had basically, chopped down all of the battles he had where he was stealing everybody, not everybody, but a lot of battle rappers, bars like that. That famous Haymaker bar of Aver when he said, "I keep the iron low like anemic." That was a Haymaker bar. Everybody remember that bar. So I was surprised that Av had the audacity to steal that bar. And then when you want to interview and people ask you about it, you front like you made that up. Like, clearly we know where you got that from. We know who said it first. So I didn't like that about Av. You know, I kind of looked at him differently, you know, and I always second guess. I started to second guess his bars. Like, are they really coming from Av? Is this one stolen? You know what I mean? So I wasn't trusting him as a battle rapper, and I started to lose faith in Av. But he pretty much, you know, overcame that stigma, and he's, you know, been getting better, and I guess he's not really stealing bars anymore, and he's been also doing his thing. So this is really a hard call. You know, they both have been winning in their battles. They've been doing, Ab did great in the battle with Geechee Gotti. That's a debatable. Some people have him winning. So this is really a hard call, but I'm going to give it to the vet. I'm going to give it to Clips. You know, I'm just going to give it to Clips. I'm just guessing, to be honest with you, on this one, because this is really a hard call. It could go either way. They both got great bars, great performance, great angles, you know. So I really don't know, but I'm going to just give it to the vet. Just since I have to make a call, I got to give it to somebody. So, I'm sorry, you guys. So, the next battle on the card is Suge versus Glue Easy. Now, Suge had battled T-Top, okay? And when he battled T-Top, he said, now, I like Suge, before I get into what he said, because Suge, he's like a bully, you know, and Suge is following me on Instagram. I'll follow him back. He do be liking my pictures and stuff, and I like his stuff too, you know, and I like him as a battle rapper because he's like a bully. He be bullying you. And in this battle with T-Top, he was all over T-Top, in front of T-Top, circling around T-Top. Like, he was not playing with T-Top, and which he do to a lot of battle rappers, and he like to, you know, pocket check them, pocket tap them, whatever you want to call it. So this is what he says to T-Top. He ain't no boss on the block. He's a stunt dummy. Like, you know, roll his blunt for me. Big Brody don't play for nothing. I take this nigga lunch money. So I thought that was hot, you know, and T-Top was like, oh, you know, but, you know, he knew it was coming. So he was a bully on stage, basically bullying T-Top, and he did his thing. So now with Glue Easy, I took a bar that he had when he battled Geechee Gotti. Had little nice lines there. He says, Gotti got bundles, well, me too, wig flippers, except I'm going psycho, Shawn Michaels, we chin kickers. So, you know, that's a nice little line that he had. So, now, when Glue Easy was kind of bigger back then, he was doing his thing. You know, I guess he was more hungry. I mean, even though he was bigger, he was hungry, you know. I guess that's when he first started out, and he really wanted it. But now that he's been, you know, he lost a lot of weight, I don't know, something unchanged with him. His rhymes got kind of lackluster, you know what I mean? Like, he had a battle with somebody that I can't even think off the top. I think it was with, it wasn't with Rum Nitty, because he did fire in that battle. You know, it wasn't with Rum Nitty. But it was another battle that he had that I was like, wow, you know, like he didn't really come with it in this battle. I think it was on the Rare Breed Entertainment stage. Rare Breed Entertainment. Right, that's where it was. It was him and John the Don. Glue Easy and John the Don. Okay, when they was beefing that battle, okay, with RBE. He was whack to me. I'm sorry. Glue Easy was whack. I was highly disappointed. Okay, John did his thing, and Glue Easy wasn't the same Glue Easy. He wasn't the fat Glue Easy that I'm used to. You know, so who do I have winning? Suge. I definitely have Suge. To me, this is easy. Suge, you know, he's a bully, and I'm sure Suge is going to be bullying this fool on stage. I'm surprised Glue Easy even took this battle, because Suge don't play, you know, and, you know, I just hope Glue Easy can match up with Suge, you know, so definitely Suge. I give Suge either 2-1 or 3-0, definitely, and with Clips, I give Clips at least 2-1. I think Av is going to at least take one round. Alright, so next matchup, which is the third matchup, that would be Cortez versus Rada. Now, I love the battle with Cortez and New Jersey Swerve. That was one of them Summer Madness card, And Cortez really did his thing. He really did. Like, he showed improve on stage. You know, he knew it was Summer Madness. He knew he had to come with it. And he did. He really made me look at him differently. He stepped his game up. So I wrote down a bar that I really like. He had a lot of fire bars in this battle with Twerk, but this is one of them. I catch Twerk in the kitchen cooking. I'm like, yo, boy, what you trying to ball? Oh, you trying to ball? Crack him with the 9. He fall. Got me stepping over Twerk. My right foot behind the skull. He headache. I peel his cap through the towel and all. Or you could say Tylenol, you know what I mean? Because if you have a headache, you take Tylenol. But he said that he pulled his cap through the towel and all, like the towel on the floor. So I thought that was hot, you know? I thought that was a hot bar. He had a lot of hot fire bars in that battle. So now, with Ryder. Now, I recapped one of Ryder's battles. If you look at, you know, my other blogs, I recapped the Ryder with Prez Mafia. And I always said that Ryder have a lot of long drag-on bars, and he just put a lot of stuff together to try to make it sound good. I kept saying that in that blog, you know. But overall, Ryder is a pretty good battle rapper. I wrote down a bar that he said, you know, when he battled Fettuccine, he goes, "You beating me? Forget about it, like a mobster nigga. This shit was made to lift a gold body in the air like an Oscar winner." That was a fire bar. You know, Oscar winner, the trophy is a gold body. You know, that's the form of the trophy. So I thought that was a hot bar. So, who do I think will win between Cortez and Ryder? To me, this is easy too. Cortez, for sure. You know, Ryder, he has a lot of like nursery school rhyme bars to me. I'm just going to keep it real. You know, I'm not biased. I'm just going to keep it real. He has a lot of, you know, nursery school rhyme bars. That's what I call them. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, and Cortez been doing his thing. He's been on a winning streak. He's a vet in the game. He's learned a lot, and he knows how to win. And when I saw that battle with Cortez in New Jersey Twerk, I knew he was a force to be reckoned with. And he's been doing his thing. So I definitely give it to Cortez 2-1, even possibly 3-0. I don't think it's going to be a body, but 2-1, possibly 3-0. Next one, the fourth matchup. Math versus Snake Eyes. Now, Math also follows me on Instagram. I follow him on Instagram. We even talked a few times, or DM each other and stuff, but I never met none of them personally, you know, but I do, you know, talk to him from time to time. Now, I took a bar that he said 8 years ago when he battled T-Rex, and it was kind of funny to watch because I know the Smack on stage, he didn't have his beard at the time. His beard was just, you know, trying to grow in. I see T-Rex on the side, of course, where, I see Mook on the side where T-Rex was. Of course, the Dot Mom was strong back 8 years ago. That's when they were strong, you know, and then Math had his crew. So, Math says 8 years ago in a battle with T-Rex. Now, I could get you trapped in your lobby. Back down, I bet you start yapping, I'm sorry. Background splatter won't blast from a shotty. He on the floor trying to sweep his stomach back in his body. Now, y'all know that's how he rap, back in his body. You know, he long, drawn out, you know, words that he says because he wants you to understand exactly what he's saying, you know, so that's how he, you know, rhyme. But he can get it aggressive. He pronounced all his words clearly, so you understand exactly what he's saying. But, you know, we all know that Math, you know, he has a temper. You know, he was known to fight on stage, to punch. I believe he punched Serious Jones. I know he did punch Serious Jones, but that was years ago. We all forgave Math for that. You know, but I noticed that he hasn't been battling that much. One of his recent battles, I remember he did have with Gems. he had with Jims, and he did win that battle with Jims. You know, but it was kind of lackluster. It wasn't one of his best performances, you know. So, but it's good to see Math come back to URL. You know, we haven't seen Math in a while. Even though he did do the 2-on-2 with Cortez, he was great in that. He's really good in his 2-on-2s, I've noticed. So now let's go to Snake Eyes. Now Snake Eyes had Battle Rider, and he said, "Ain't Nunu your manager? She the reason you here. Well, I hope you boo-boo well. Cause everything in the strap on QB. So when this shit kick dog, I let at least 5 pop just to let this bitch wig off." So everybody know Nunu Nell. She's the girl that stands on the stage with Snack. She manages a lot of the battle rappers, you know, and she always have either a wig or a weave on her hair, you know. So that was, you know, that was alright. But I noticed I saw other battles with Snake Eyes, and he's hungry, you know. He's a great battle rapper. He has a lot of aggression, a lot of performance, and it is really a good thing that these good, you know, sophomore battle rappers are finally getting their shine. You know what I mean? Because Snake Eyes, he's a great battle rapper, and I really feel like this is his time. This is his time, and I'm gonna keep it real. You know, I love you, Mav, you know, but I'm not biased, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I really believe that Snake Eyes is gonna take this battle. I believe he will, you know, so I'll give it to Snake Eyes 2-1. You know, I give it to Snake Eyes. Still love you, Mav, if you watching. All right, so let's go. The 5th matchup on the card would be X Factor versus Jerry West. Now, Jerry West is, I know of Jerry West. I don't know him personally, but I remember when I first started my Facebook page back in 2010, I had a boyfriend who lived in Queens, and he was friends with Jerry West. So a lot of his friends on Facebook started requesting me to be their friends, and Jerry West was one of the guys who requested me. So at the time, you know, I don't know if he want everybody to know because he's a battle rapper now, you know, so he hardcore now, but back in 2010 when we were Facebook friends, Jerry West used to always send me his music. He used to write music. He used to sing. He used to sing, and he has a nice voice. So the music that I would listen to were tracks of him singing, you know, or he'll do a light rhyme, but he never had like aggressive rhymes or aggressive bars, none of that. Now, my ex-boyfriend at the time, he was, you know, he was into music too, and you know, he would have aggressive bars and he was rapping like that, but Jerry West wasn't. He was like you know, a good boy, you know, so I'm kind of shocked that he's this aggressive battle rapper. He's totally different from back then, you know. So, and I didn't even know he was a battle rapper. I guess he just changed lanes. So I have 2 Facebook pages now, you know, but I'm not even active on Facebook. So that's another story. So with X Factor, I remember the battle. I love the battle with X Factor and Surf. I thought that was one of my all-time favorite battles. X Factor was funny in that battle. He was great in that battle. And this is one of the bars that I wrote down with the battle with Surf. I'ma slide through Jersey, hit arse with the commando, body Suge, used that shotgun and gave Red 4. So I'm not saying gracias when I send you the halo. So that was hot. When I send you the hell low. So I'm going to say it again. I'ma slide through Jersey, hit arse with that commando, body Suge, used that shotgun and gave Red 4. So I'm not saying gracias when I send you the hell low. But he mean halo, you know, so that was kind of hot. Now, the bar that I wrote down for Jerry West when he battled T.Y. Jerry West had a lot of great battles, you know. Every battle he's like electric on stage. He's pretty much fire on stage, you know. Jerry West has been doing his thing. Okay, so I like the battle that he had with T.Y. He was very, very explosive in this battle. He had a lot of great bars and a lot of punchlines. I think it was on We Go Hard, if I'm not mistaken. So he battled T.Y. He says, I put you in a casket alive. Now you can die in a box like Just for Men. You know, just a nice little line that I like. I remember my dad using that dye just for men, because, any little gray hair my dad seen, he's young, he's young. He had me when he was like 19, so he is young, but any little gray hairs my dad see, he would dye it. He would dye it. So that's how I know about the box Just for Men, which is a dye for men. Okay, so I thought that was kind of clever how he said that. I'll put you in a casket alive. Now you can die in a box like Just for Men. So that was alright. So who do I predict is going to win? I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not biased. I'm going to give it to another sophomore, which is Jerry West. I saw an interview recently. I'm not sure if it was from Hip Hop Is Real or 15 Minutes of Fame, but I remember seeing Jerry West and how hungry he is. He's being interviewed by them, and he's calling all these battle rappers out and saying who he wants to battle. And I'm like, wow, like it seemed like he's really ready. Like he just want to get his name out there, and he wants to show people that, I could do this. He wants to be on top. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be a force to be reckoned with. So I believe he called out Geechee Gotti. I believe he said he wanted to battle Glue Easy at one time, but he don't care about that anymore. He called out X Factor, and he's actually battling X Factor. In that interview, he actually called him out. He called out a few battle rappers, and I'm like, wow, he got guts. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like Jerry West is going to take it at least 2-1. I don't think it's going to be a body, because X Factor do have nice bars. But one thing about X Factor that I noticed when he was battling, when he was active in the past, whenever he come across another aggressive battle rapper, he seemed to kind of pull back. Like he gets a little nervous and he don't come as strong, anymore. It's like he get a little nervous. I noticed that about him. But it has been a while since X Factor has not been on the scene. I hope he got some bars stored. I hope he's been practicing, and I just hope he's ready, because I want to see it go battle, damn it. Like I want to see a good ass battle, so he better come with it. All right, last matchup on the card, which is Jay-Z versus Geechee Gotti. Now, Jay-Z had battled Rum Nitty. That was a pretty good battle. It's pretty debated. Well, most people do have Rum Nitty winning. Okay, I kind of feel bad that Jay-Z has been going on a little down slope, because at one point people was saying they wanted to see Jay-Z with Lux, and Lux even was hopeful for it. He was willing to give him a shot. But his last few battles, he hasn't been doing so well. His last few battles, he battled Twerk, he lost that one. He battled Rum Nitty, he loses that one. Like he lost at least 3 battles, like back to back to back. So after that, his stock just went down, and now Lux is not interested in him anymore. Once your stock go down, it's like you can't have the big names anymore. Now you got to work your way back up again, so it's kind of sad that at one point Jay-Z was on the horizon and everybody was looking for him to battle Lux, and now all of a sudden, he can't seem to win a battle anymore. Okay, so I wrote down a bar that I kind of liked, that when he battled Rum Nitty, he said, Bonnie and Clyde, I throw a shot, then the nigga bitch threw a round. I strike the iron while it's hot. The silence is music to ears, damn near musical chairs. Cause soon as it's silent, niggas drop. So that was kind of hot. But one thing I noticed about him, but before I tell you what I noticed about him, with the musical chairs, how that go when you walk around. When you play musical chairs, the music is playing. Once the music stops, you sit down and you sit on a chair. That's what he meant by silent niggas drop, musical chairs. That was kind of hot. So, but one thing I noticed about Jay-Z, I'm sorry, not Jay-Z, Jay-Z, is that when he is spitting his bars, it seemed like he be trying to get everybody to understand what he say word for word, so he will go slow with it, and he needs to stop doing that. He just needs to get in the rhythm of what he's saying and just come with it, and don't be laughing and kikiing with the battle, or like with Rum Nitty. I saw that battle, Rum Nitty putting up gang signs in his face. Like, yo, if I was a dude and some nigga putting up gang signs, that's disrespectful. You don't do that. And here Jay-Z or smirking. No, that's not funny, JC. That's not funny. He disrespected you. You know, I would have slapped his hand out of my face. He put his hand in your face. That's a form of disrespect. You don't play that. Don't let nobody put their hand in your face. You know, and I kind of feel like JC he be too friendly with his opponent. Like it's no time for games. You know what I'm saying? It's no time to be friends. Be friends once the battle is over. But when you in battle mode, that's you fight. You kind of like fighting each other. You in battle beast mode, just like you boxing. You know what I'm saying? You in battle mode. Like, come on. So that's all I wanted to say about JC. I noticed that about him, and he needs to stop that because he looking like a sucker when he kikiing up with his opponent, especially Rum Nitty putting gang signs all up in his face. Like, really? That kind of made me mad. Like you making me mad. You know, if you get that, you making me mad, yo. All right. So anyway, Geechee Gotti. I like when he battled Glue Easy. He goes, I can get disrespectful, kill you in front of your kids. He gonna be missing you. The last thing he remembers smelling is the scent of your dead body. But that's typical, cause white kids known for sniffing glue. So that was hot, you know, his name is Glue Easy, white kids known for sniffing glue. So, you know, Geechee Gotti, he's hot, you know, he's been doing well in his battles as well. Okay, he's from the streets. He always talk about the streets and talk about LA, where he's from, and drugs pushing and all this stuff. I believe he's in the gang. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, it seemed like he be talking about that gang life and stuff. So I really feel like this is a preference battle because JC, I keep saying JC is not really like a gangster, but you don't have to be a gangster to battle another gangster or somebody that's in the gang, you know what I'm saying? But JC is more intellectual to me, you know what I mean? Like his bars are more, you know, just more on a different level, you know, like you gotta really decipher some of his bars. And Geechee Gotti is more just hood with it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel it's a more preference, you know, who you know, feeling, who you're leaning towards. So I'm gonna give it to Geechee Gotti. You know, I like JC, but his track record has not been good lately. So I give it to Geechee Gotti 2-1. All right, y'all. So that's my predictions for Born Celebrity 2, Vets versus Sophomore. And it will be going down May 12th. I do plan on buying the pay-per-view and recapping it for you guys. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed my predictions. And the next one I'm going to do, of course, is for Pearly Gates. I will be doing that predictions probably tomorrow. And I see you guys tomorrow. We'll chat it up tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good night. And remember, there's no night without stars. Later.